I'd like to introduce to you, of course, also another hectic guy, but here we are. We've been blessed. Taylor Worre, we're so fortunate, ladies, to have him with us today because he is our new, our director, not our new, our director for our new leader experience, helping out professional network marketers to get on board properly and helping them transition in their team with LifeVantage through the VIP red carpet program. That's who he is. He takes care of those people. And I don't know how you squish your time, Tay, because I know you're at Minnesota right now and you're going to have a team meeting or whatever. You're supporting my team, actually, Kim
Yep.
Kavenski's team, right? Thank you so much. And so let's just find out here, ladies. I would like to give you a little bit of a background of who we are talking today. Tay, Christian is a family friend, very sort of like my bestie, one of my bestie, and also we've been doing business together. And Ali, her sister, no, sister, cousin, her cousin from New York actually is a nutritionist. And that's why we're bringing her with Dr. Nancy Bryant together because she owned a spa business for several years, 19 years, I think, and she loves what she does, but a little bit on a kind of like she wants to make a change, a little bit of change right now because of what's happening to our economy. And she loves network marketing industry or business model, and she is exposed to a lot of top leaders in network marketing, and she is highly respected, and people really come to her and believe in her. So I was like thinking like let's bring Taylor Ward so that when because she gets to be passionate as well, just like Nancy. She is so excited right now, Ali, because of what NRF2 did to her. So she's gonna be talking to the network marketers, and it's better for you to explain to her that, hey, we have that red carpet VIP program and how we really treat them very, very special if she happens to encounter that, because she is coming into our business.
I
Take it
love it.
away, Taylor.
I love it. Well, it's a pleasure to be speaking with you, ladies. I appreciate the time and yeah, I just love representing LifeVantage so much. I think that it's listening to what Nancy was saying and Kai is saying, it really is in an embodiment. It is all about culture. It is all about family. It is all about philanthropy. It is all about leaving this planet better than when we got here. That is all that we focus on. And there's a lot of convolution. There's a lot of ickiness inside this space that can dilute the beauty that can really be brought to the space with the right vehicle, with the right products, with the right people. And so I was just so fortunate 3 years ago to sit down with the executive team at LifeVantage and come on here. And the last 3 years have been pretty incredible. But I'll tell you, when I came on, red carpet within the network marketing space has had a very ugly name for a very long time. Red carpet is associated with upfront money, buying leaders, poaching leaders from other companies, backdoor, behind closed door deals that aren't available to everyone, and a lot of sketchy stuff. So I made it very clear that when I was coming to LifeVantage, the only way I was going to step into this role and into this program is if we had the ability to create something that, in my opinion, hadn't been done before. And that was creating an all-encompassing support program for a real network marketing professional looking for a forever home. And so we created a 5-tiered system. And I don't want to get too in-depth with the system because there is some beauty in explaining it to the person for the first time. And I like to be, the one thing I say most is the goal in all of network marketing is to be the messenger, not the message. And ultimately, the same thing goes for the red carpet program. When talking to leaders, saying exactly what I just said, that there's a lot of grossness associated with red carpet, and that the company I partnered with has an ethical and legitimate support program for leaders that have had success in the network marketing profession before. And that is multi-tiered, but ultimately a very exclusive program. I say no to more than 50% of the people that come to the red carpet program because of ego, because of culture fit. I told this executive team, and this is something I hope you will find comfort in, that I would protect the company of LifeVantage, the culture of this company, like I would protect my own last name. I protect my last name very, very aggressively when it comes to my values, my morals, and my ethics. And so for me, attaching my name to a company, they needed to have the exact same morals, values, and ethics. So we created a program. And I want you guys to be able to be the messengers of that program, not the messages. And so in talking to leaders, letting them know that there is financial support via the Red Carpet program, but it is 100% production based. There is no upfront money, and we will never do upfront money. In my whole life of being in this space, I have never one time seen upfront money on a grand scale work. Not once. I can tell you 20 leaders that have taken $1 million checks to go to companies in the last 15 years, and not one of them is still there. So all that to say is you look at the system and you see it's broken, you say, why would we repeat it? So we created something where we do have a financial support program. It is called a business development agreement, but it is solely based on production. It's a 6-month agreement, 100% based on production. We also have field development support, compensation plan support, product event swag support. There's a lot of amazing tiers to this program, but the biggest thing for a leader to understand is that if support for you was ever an issue in any company you've been with, is what I would say to them. If support for you has ever been an issue for you, then what I can promise you is if you have an open mind, I can show you a company and a team that will support you like you never thought possible. Just today alone, I've been on the phone with 6 different red carpet leaders that have all come on board in the last 2 weeks. And I'm not saying this out of ego for LifeVantage or for myself, but every single one of them has spent 25 plus years in network marketing individually, built 6-7-figure earning checks. And each one of them has said, to me personally, I have never in my entire life encountered support like I've had here at LifeVantage. I've never seen it before. I didn't even think it existed. And so that's what I want the message to be, because when you go much deeper than that, the red carpet program becomes a right to them instead of a privilege. When I talk to them, and this is again without ego, it's just I have the ability to ask them questions that you might not feel comfortable asking them. I have the ability to say things to them that are pretty blunt statements that you as the prospective leader might not ask them. Asking them straight up, what was your organizational volume last month, and what was your commission check? Show it to me. Asking these questions, and not in a mean way, not in a derogatory way, but just in an informative way. Most of what I do is I study this profession. So there's very few leaders that I talk to from very few companies where I don't know more about their company than they do. That's what I do is I study the space. And so there's a lot of, I want to be your asset. That's what I become in the red carpet program, is I become an arrow in your quiver that you can rely on. You can use all of my resources, all of my knowledge, all of my connections. I mean, you can basically be as knowledgeable on the space as you want to through me. It's a matter of, Kai's done it before. I have a dozen leaders, hundreds of leaders that have reached out to me and said, Taylor, what do you know about this company? Do you know this leader? Do you know this person? Do you know what's going on over here? And I can always answer those questions. So with the red carpet program, I want to be an asset to you. So not only when it comes to bringing people on, but prospecting people, when you're talking to people saying, hey, Taylor, I've got a leader over at this company. What's going on over there? Do you know what's going on? It seems like they're doing great, but every time I talk to them, they're always complaining. But then on social media, it seems like everything's growing for them. I can do due diligence. I can go look at their executive team, talk to some people I know, and see which direction the company's going. And so there's little things I can do to help you out behind the scenes that will make your job even easier to approach with less question and with more certainty. That's what I like to do. I like to remove all the question marks, and I like to put periods on all of them. And so that's really my goal. We love what we do in the red carpet program. It is, we fly lead. We're obviously not right now, but hopefully in the next 6 months, we'll begin to fly leaders into our brand new office in Salt Lake City. in Thanksgiving Point. We have a beautiful, I'm sure you might have seen it. I don't know if you've seen some of the tours they've done virtually, but oh my gosh, this office was built to entertain. This office was built to bring leaders to. It was built to bring people to. From the auditorium that you walk into, this amazing Welcome to Life Vantage display, you get to this auditorium where we can do amazing presentations that you can use, to all these different meeting centers that you can have your people in and present in. It's exciting. There's a lot of different stuff. And so the biggest thing I would say is reaching out to those people. My script would be as simple as this: is number one, not poaching. How are things going? Things going good. All the pitch as a servant leader. I mean, I don't need to teach you on how to be a servant leader. From everything I've heard, you guys are the servant leaders. And so ultimately, the biggest thing comes down to just seeing if they're good. And if there is any opening where they say, you know what, I'd love to I'd be interested. I'd be willing to check it out. And they're a leader of any level of success in network marketing, your number one call is to Kai Hayes, and her number one call is to me. If I can give you my cell phone right now. If you've got a pen and a paper, it's 612-859-9242. I just ask that you don't share that. That's my personal cell phone number. But that you have access to me now 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And just know that I don't say that. I don't set false expectations. When I say you have access to me, the only time I won't be responding is when I'm sleeping or when I'm with my children or with my girlfriend, when we're together with family time. And you can always 100% count on a response from me within 24 hours, guaranteed. But all I'd say, if there is a leader that you have, it's as simple as a text saying, hey, Taylor, it's me, Allison. We talked last week. I've got a couple people that I need you to talk to. They're great leaders. All I'm going to say is set up a time and send me a Zoom link.
Okay.
Set up a time and send me a Zoom link, and allow me to be your voice, because third-party edification on a three-way call is going to be 10 times stronger than you trying to explain the red carpet program to them as a brand new distributor in LifeVantage.
Yeah.
But just letting them know that it's there and that it's like nothing they've ever seen before, and then let me come in and close it for you. That's what I do. I spend my entire life 8 hours a day on red carpet calls, just explaining LifeVantage, the beauty of this company, the beauty of the red carpet program, and the other 4 hours that I work. I mean, I put in more hours in a day than most would assume, but ultimately my time is split with about 70% red carpet and 30% personal development, mentorship, and work with our organization, our field. And so I am always available.
Wonderful.
But we have another thing that I want to explain to you. Part of the red carpet program, we have one of our tiers of support is product support. So what we created is we call it the red carpet sample pack. The red carpet sample pack is over $750 worth of product. If you have a red carpet leader that we've talked to, you just need to tell me, kind of set it up, say, hey, Taylor, I've got someone. When we get on the phone, this is a red carpet potential. What I'm going to do on that call is I'm going to basically offer them the red carpet sample pack. If I deem them without ego, it's deem them worthy with humility and make sure that the right culture fit. And I'll tell you, if we get off the call, if I end a call abruptly, know that you will be my next call. And I will give you 100% reasoning as to why anything stopped and didn't move forward. But I'm a big advocate of red flags, yellow flags, and green flags. Certain things people say, I'm in this position because I can read people really, really well. And so for me, if they say certain things that trigger me a certain way, I could potentially end the call and get you on the phone to get some due diligence, because maybe I was misled in a different direction and we need to course correct. But that's kind of where it comes to transparency for me. I'm very transparent with what I do, but always in a loving way. Always incredibly passionate, always incredibly loving, but very transparent. I'm not going to waste anybody's time. And so getting a leader on with me, that red carpet sample pack, it doesn't matter how many leaders. If you brought 30 red carpet prospects to me in the next 10 days, I would send out 30 red carpet sample packs for you. There is no cap on this. And again, it's over $750 worth of product that allows them the ability to get their hands on the product before they make their final decision and get these products into their lives. So they can, because again, if they're leaving a big check behind, even if they're unhappy. They could be unhappy making $20,000 a month and going, this just is not for me. I feel no support. I feel no love. I get, my team is unhappy. No one's making money. You hear it all the time. And so that's, to understand that they need some support, and that's where the financial piece comes in, and to understand that product is going to be a very big deciding factor in them making a decision with that size of an organization. We can expedite that process for you.
Okay.
And rest assured, I am validating Ali that whatever Taylor said today, he knows how to walk the talk, and it is really true. He's very transparent, and he will never put you down, and he delivers basically 100%. He has never let me down, and I don't think that he has ever let down any other distributors. He's true to his words. That's why he's good at what he does. So and you can
Yeah,
reach
the big thing for me to let your leaders know, confidentiality is a very big thing for me.
right.
If you put a leader on the
Yes.
phone with me, I will never speak of their name until I am told by them that it is okay to do so. I couldn't do what I do without a very high level of confidentiality. Even with the executive team, even with our CEO. I mean, I talk to leaders every day that no one in the company knows we're talking until they feel comfortable to take it to that level. And the only way I can do what I do is with that level of confidentiality. Again, same thing with transparency. I will be always 100% honest with you. The thing I love most about LifeVantage is that we are a publicly traded company, that there is no behind shadiness of behind the doors of all this stuff going on that you don't know anything about. There isn't an ownership team that gets to make all the say and, shut us down, take us out of network marketing if they want to. There's not any of that scarcity. And on top of that, you have every 3 months a deep look into the entire financial acumen of the company with a quarterly earnings report. So you get to get on and hear exactly where we are financially, exactly what Wall Street is getting on our numbers. And that's really what matters to me, because the last company I was a part of was a privately held company. And I was the international director of communications for that company. I was the face of that company. For less than 8 months, they lied to me. They told me to tell the entire world something that was inaccurate. And based on that, I told them that for 8 months till I found out, went over to Europe and spent more time in their corporate office, finding out that what they were telling me was illegitimate, not right. At the end of that, when I left that company, I tell you, I was getting death threats. I had people emailing me telling they were going to show up at my office with a shotgun. And so I don't do well with a lack of morals. I don't do well with lack of values, with lack of ethics. It just doesn't, I can't live in that space. I can't swim in that water. You see me it's like acid. I just got to get off. I got to get off me right away.
Wow.
And so that's what I love at LifeVantage is for 3 years, I have been legitimately, and this is transparent, for 3 years, I've been legitimately looking to poke holes in this opportunity. It's my job to sit and say, is there something that we're not seeing? Are we missing something? And for 3 years, I've been consistently surprised, pleasantly, with the fact that not one of the things I've looked to poke a hole in has been come back as a legitimate concern. And that's, that's with an 11-year-old network marketing company that's doing less than $300 million a year in worldwide sales. When I tell you that I believe that LifeVantage is in all ways a unicorn, that there is no other company out there that possesses the timing, the opportunity, the field culture, the corporate structure, and the product strength that we possess, the 5 pillars of a successful company, there's not another company that possesses all 5 of those things as strong as LifeVantage right now, which is exactly why, and you can tell this to the prospects that you're talking to as well, in the last 2 months, more red carpet leaders have come on board with LifeVantage than in the last 12.
Wow.
So we have probably 60 red carpet leaders that have made over 6 figures join LifeVantage in the last 3 months.
Wow.
I mean, it is unbelievable.
And I know a couple of them, and all they say, Ali, is that they were so happy, although they wish they could have joined a LifeVantage earlier. But these are coming from top network marketers in the whatever company that big network marketing companies. But they said, you know what, LifeVantage is truly different. different, and they are
Yep.
so happy that they found a new home.
Yeah, and I don't want to say all this to sell you. I want to say all this to arm you with the proper verbiage to be able to communicate with these leaders on the right level, to let them know factually what's going on over here.
Yeah.
The things that they're going to be interested in. Are other leaders coming to LifeVantage right now? Is the company growing right now? Is there new products coming out? Do you have validity behind your products? All these things that you're going to get questions asked about. Is there a support program for a leader like me? You've got the answers to all of them now. And the great thing is you get to be so quick and short with the answers. Yep. And I can get you on the phone with Eric Worre? Yeah, he's a legend in the space. His son, Taylor Worre, is the director of New Leader Experience over at LifeVantage. I can get you on the phone with him any day of the week, and he'd be more than happy to explain the red carpet program to you.
That's also the biggest reason why he needs to protect his last name, because he can't.
I don't mess around with that. I get very serious with that. I am when it comes to putting a prospective leader on the phone, you will probably see a very different side of me. You'll see not in a fake way, but you'll see a little bit more bubbly, a little bit more energetic, a little bit more kind of. But when I'm talking to you guys on a very transparent level, this is your businesses, this is your livelihoods, this is the rest of your life, this is your children's inheritance. This is serious stuff we're talking about. And so there's a time to be bubbly and talk about all the philanthropic and mission work that we do as a company and how beautiful it is and how it touches our heart. There's a time to talk about, PubMed.gov, but there's also a time to have these serious kind of one-on-one conversations that strip away some of the excitement for a minute, and we take it back to center, that at the end of the day, you guys are going to get your own independent 1099 as independent business owners. And that ultimately, at the end of this year, my goal for you is to be able to look back. My hope for you is to be able to look back on 2021 and say that this was literally the first year of the rest of my life. Like, this was the year that I stopped playing small. This was the year that I realized I had so much more to give. This was the year that I realized that I found a product that just getting it into the hands of the people in my network was changing their lives for the better. This is the year that my hope is a decade from now, you look back and say 2021 was the year. That was the moment, that was the time when I can pinpoint the moment when everything changed for me. And that is what I get excited about. That's what fires me up, is being able to see those moments sometimes for people before they can see them for themselves. Seeing you ladies getting on stage at a LifeVantage event, potentially before you can see it yourself, seeing you getting up there and giving a speech and seeing your team, looking out at that audience and seeing 100 people wearing a colored shirt that's your team shirt, and they're all there because of your courage and because of your willingness to step outside of your comfort zone with no ulterior motive, just because of the blessing that you could bring to others. Like, that fires me up more than any red carpet leader, anything that we could ever do. A red carpet leader is just an average distributor that can move at an unaverage speed. That's all it is. That's all they are to me. They can just move at a faster speed. So in return, we give them an extra level, an added level of support to match that speed. But they are just another distributor. They are not someone that's getting some crazy. I mean, it's very hard to draw that distinctive line in the sand to say we have a red carpet program. To say we have sorry, I got another call coming. But to say we have a red carpet program, but to not say that it's like this, put them up on a pedestal program. I work very hard to draw the line in the sand to say that this is an exclusive program that is hard to get into. And once you're in, there's amazing benefits. But you are not any different than the average distributor that's joining this business today. You will be treated the same. They are going to be given the exact same love you're given. And that's what I love about this company, is we have the ability to draw that line where everyone feels loved, but there is that level of added support, but it's not in an egotistical way. It's not in this pat yourself on the back and, put the crown on the head and all that stuff. We're just not about that.
Everybody seems very passionate.
Yes, ma'am. We really are. We really, really are. I really, really love what I do. And I know Kai does. I know everyone that you will talk to, from corporate to the distributor side, genuinely loves what we do.
Yeah.
It is a daily joy for us. I mean, it's 7 o'clock at night. I've got another call after this for me. I mean, this is what I love to do.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm going to be working with leaders all day long. Saturday I'm going to be working with leaders all day long. Sunday I'm going to be with leaders all day long. It's like I don't have very many days off in my life, but I don't know like what that, I mean, for me, I have time with my kids and my family. We carve that time out, but I love what I do. So it's not like work to me.
Yeah.
Like right now I'm making 2 new friends that I'm going to get to see in Cabo when you earn that trip to Mexico. I'm going to get to see you in Cabo, and we're going to get to hug, and we're
They
going
will
to get
both
to talk
earn
about
that.
this Zoom. We're going to get to talk about this Zoom in
Yes.
Cabo. We're going to say, isn't it crazy that just 6 months ago we were on this Zoom, and we're going to be sitting with your significant other, your family, whoever's there with you, and we're going to be able to say, man, this is something special. This is cool. Who would have thought 6 months ago?
Looking forward to it.
Yes, ma'am. Me too. Me too, for real. And so, so Kai, I just appreciate you putting this together. And if you ladies have any questions about the Red Carpet program, please feel free to ask me. If any come up to you down the road that you don't think of right now, you have my cell phone. So again, carte blanche, you can text me any questions you have. I just always request out of courtesy, send me a text with your full name, so I know who's texting me. And then I can get you put in my contacts, and then we're good to go. But anything you need, any questions you have, I'm here to answer.
Right. I just want to make Allison feel that she's very important to us and that we are here to support her because she has a leadership potential and she knows what she's doing. She understood this. She's a nutritionist. And, you know, in fact, Dr. Nancy, Ryan, and Allison kind of like had a good conversation right away. They hit it right. Because so, and more so.
Well, Allison, I want you and both you and Christian to really think of yourselves as being a part of the Red Carpet program. You know, I mean, one of the biggest tiers of support is the full access to me 24/7, and you have that. You have, I mean, and we can get you other pieces of support, whatever you need, we can help you support wise. So just consider yourselves part of the Red Carpet program, and having access to whatever you need that program offers.
Wow.
But just know that we're here to support you, that we want to see you win. That this is the start of something really special.
I hope so. I think so. I know so. I know so. Not I think so. I know so.
Fear language.
Yeah.
Thank you, Taylor, and best of luck. Give my love to Kim.
Oh, yes. We got a great, we're doing a surprise birthday party tomorrow for one of her team members. So I'm going to drive up there and surprise everyone. So that'll be fun. And then we've got the event. We've got about 15 people just with the restrictions and what we can have in the house. But we'll have about 15 people at the house on Saturday for the event. And then they're actually going to cut to us live during EA, which is going to be fun right after Fraser Brooks. So right after Fraser Brooks, be watching for me and Kim and Brody because we'll be coming live to EA after that.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And by the way, Taylor, I just want to let you know, I know it's separate from my vantage, but you did such an epic interview at Lion at Heart. It's going down in the books. Everyone, we're watching it over and over. We've never seen someone so give of themselves, so transparently, and so beautifully. So thank you. Thank you. It's helped a lot of people.
That's why
it is 1000% my honor. I mean, I just said this to someone earlier today, and it sounds silly to say it, but there's no greater compliment to be told than to be told that you were able to just help inspire someone to think a little bit differently, to help someone to see a little bit better version of themselves, to be able to tap into something a little bit better within themselves. And I just feel so blessed. And I also take it as such a responsibility for all that I've been given in this life, all of the blessings I've been given to be surrounded by such influential, amazing people. I tell people all the time, it's not my words. I mean, you're just hearing Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins and Les Brown and Richard Branson. You're just hearing them all come out of my mouth. That's all you're hearing right now. But if you are able to hear it differently through my vessel, then God bless. You know what I mean? Then I take that as a responsibility. That's my job to share. And so I appreciate you saying that. And it really is, and always is my honor to just be of service, to be a giver in all ways. And I think that's why Kai and I have always resonated so highly together. We've always just vibed on a different level together. We've just been able to connect because Kai really is that 1000% servant driven leader.
It's
You know,
genuine.
that's
Yes.
some of her almost to a fault. I mean, that's some of the things that she's had to work on, is being a giver with boundaries. And I'll be transparent. I mean, she literally is a giver to that point where she's had to put boundaries in her life to be able to protect herself because she loves so much. That is a good person to have above you. That is a good person to have on your side. That is a good person to have in your corner, is someone that not only is that giver, but has learned through their own overgiving, if you will, not error, but overgiving, that there needs to be certain boundaries put in place, and can help with you and your team to be able to insert those boundaries into their lives so that they can have respectful and appropriate relationships with their team, so that they can be their best versions of themselves, not get caught in that manager mode, and always stay in that mode of service. It's Kaya, she's I mean, ask anyone in the executive team, anyone in the entire corporate office. She is looked at as one of the top shining stars in this entire company, and just someone that we look to model our culture after. And so you are a part of something really special. And that is, I would say that if Kai wasn't on this call, I'm not saying that just to say it, just because she's here. That is a factual statement. And that is something that if I was you, I would take unbelievable comfort and pleasure in, knowing that there was so much beauty in the upline that you represent. And
Yes.
so Kai, thank you for having me
Wow.
on. I just
Thank you for your
appreciate you
kind
dearly.
words.
Thank
And
Come on.
Allie and Christian,
Thank
I
you.
just am so excited to chat with you more. Like I said, don't hesitate to text me with any questions, anything you have come up. And I just look forward to you guys running like the wind.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Me
Special
too.
prayers for you.
Enjoy your weekend. I'll
Enjoy.
see you at
Good
the
luck.
Academy Live.
Thank
Ciao.
you.
God bless. Thank you for blessing us
God bless.
tonight.
Bye for now.
God bless. Ciao.
Okay, bye,
Yeah.
Taylor.
All right, ladies. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
And
so much. Everybody's lovely. Everybody's so passionate. I'm really looking so forward to moving ahead with this.
yeah, I'm having goosebumps. It's like God is kind of like the Holy Spirit
Yeah.
is with us. It's like enveloping us with such goodness, and
I know.
I'm having goosebumps.
I feel like my aunt died.
I know. It's like
It had me talking to Chris the whole time, like, oh, what is this?
Do you
But-
know what? Your aunt, my mom-in-law, who died, this is like her passion, to help
Wow.
people and
Yeah.
for their health.
we're guided.
She was like a mini Allie. She really
She
tried
was-
to learn about
My aunt was
everything.
ahead of herself. She had it rough because people thought she was a little crazy.